Toparena! Hey, Chris in the house with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, guys, I'm going to present you a team that is going to do amazing amount of damage on Chimera, and it's a full auto team. What am I talking about? I am talking about this kind of damage with incredible amount of Chimera Clash points. Look at this guy here from the Primal Warriors rebuild. Look at the amount of damage he did on the Chimera Clash. Yes, we are talking about this kind of damage, and this is the team that we are going to explain to you how to use and how to build and why it does so much damage. It's a team based on Titus, full auto, that's going to do insane amount of damage on Chimera Clash, but will do almost no trials. So it's a team that's going to push a lot your points on the Chimera Clash, but it's going to give you almost no trials. Take a look. This is the Nightmare key. He did a 2.14 billion. This is the maximum damage. He got a 6-star Titus, which gives insane amount of damage to him. But everything on this comp is going to make a little bit of sense towards the damage that we're going to do. And is this comp that we're going to show how to build, how to make the preset, and how it works. Titus, Ramantu, Wixwell, Senna, and Androck. This is his result on Nightmare. This is his result on Ultra Nightmare using the same team. Let me present you the champions builds. So these are the 5 champions that we're going to use, starting with Androck. We want Androck to have a shield set, and it can be some pieces of impulse, or it can be 4 pieces of merciless alongside the shield set. The shield set's mandatory on him, and he can have 4 pieces of merciless or 2 pieces of impulse and whatever you want. Refresh accessories here are really good if you're able to use some. Let me see if I got any. Okay. I got a refresh piece here. Okay, I got 1 piece here. I'm going to use it. What's important on him? First, to have 100% critical rate, because we are going to use this champion passive that increases the turn meter by all eyes by 5% per skill when it's a critical hit. So everybody on the team, with Titus as exception, needs to have 100% critical rate. The blessing we're going to use on him is Cruelty, to reduce the defense of the boss to make Titus do more damage. These are the masteries that we're going to use on him. Just natural masteries, nothing really important. I just wanted here the critical rate most of the time. The relic that we're using on him is the Journal of Necrotus, because we want him to boost more turn meter as possible. And as I said, shield set's mandatory on him, and also we want him to have more defense than Titus, because the Lion is going to focus the champion with the highest amount of defense. And the Lions ignore the shield, so the Lion might kill Titus sometimes, and we don't want Titus to lose his shield. So having Androck with more defense than Titus is really important. These is the stats that we are using on him. Only 3 stats matter here. The most amount of speed that you can. It doesn't matter, just have to be a lot higher than Titus. Higher defense than Titus and 100% critical rate. Everything else doesn't matter. Just the defense, the speed, and the critical rate. Critical rate 100%, highest speed that you can, highest defense than Titus. This is the build of the Androck. Ramantu. We just want him to have enough accuracy to land the debuffs on the Chimera. 9 pieces of Pharaoh, because he's going to land 1, 2, 3, 4 debuffs plus the Brimstone, 5 debuffs. This is going to pump the damage by 25%. So we just gave him these masteries to make him get a lot more accuracy and extend the debuffs that he puts just for that. Brimstone to land 1 more debuff and 9 pieces of Pharaoh to do more damage. He just needs the speed to be at the highest possible, 100% critical rate, and enough accuracy to land the debuffs. Everything else doesn't matter. 9 pieces of Pharaoh to boost your damage. The relic doesn't matter also. Senna, another champion that we are going to use 9 pieces of protection because she's going to land a ton of buffs, and every buff that she lands with 9 pieces of protection is going to boost her damage by 5%. So 9 pieces of protection is really important on her. What matters on her stats? The highest amount of speed that you can. 100% critical rate. Everything else doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Only the speed and the critical rate. 100% critical rate. The highest speed that you can. We are using Journal of Necrotus on her because she's a turn meat booster champion. Why? Because this skill, the E2 of her kit, boosts turn meter. At the same time, the passive, whenever continuous use buff activates on ally, fills the turn meter of all allies by 5%. And we're going to put as many as continuous use as possible. And we're going to extend them with Androck and Wixwell. That's why she's the turn meter booster of the team. We are using Intimidate Presence on her to boost a little bit the defense aura that we're going to use. And these are the masteries that we're using on her. Nothing really matters. I think only the Blessing Gifts is important here. So that's what we're using on her. Oh, also we can... I should have Lore of Steel here. I didn't pick, but it's better to boost a little bit more the speed. But Blessing Gifts and Lore of Steel is what matters. I didn't even put the Lore of Steel, but you can go. It's better than what I have here. 9 pieces of protections, mandatory. Masteries, Blessing, Relic, Journal of Necrotus, Build. Highest amount of speed, 100% critical rate. Okay, 4th champion, Wixwell. What do you want on him? 4 pieces of Merciless, and it can be 4 pieces of Impulse or 4 pieces of Reflex, because we want him to refresh his skill the most amount of times as possible. 1 piece of Refresh accessories also helps, because helps to refresh the skills that we want. We want him to use as many A2s as possible, because it grows the shield and also extends the duration of all buffs. We are using as Blessing on him, Cruelty to reduce the defense of the boss, and these are the masteries that I'm using on him. What really matters here? The accuracy is good for him to land the debuffs. He lands the decreased attack, which is good. Also the highest amount of shield, the critical rate, and the Lore of Steel to higher speed. These are the stats that we are using on him. What really matters? Highest amount of speed as possible, 100% critical rate, and some accuracy to land the decreased attack. That's what matters on him. Relic doesn't matter. These are the masters. Okay, and last, we are using Titus as our damage dealer. We need him in 6 pieces of Merciless, 2 pieces of Zeal. Okay, that's the best thing we can have on him. If you don't have 6 pieces of Merciless, you can go Savage. Okay, Savage and Cruel probably, or Savage and Zeal. This is the stats that we're going to use on Titus. We want him with huge amount of defense, lowest amount of HP possible, very slow, doesn't matter critical rate, and the highest amount of critical damage that you can. For that specific comp, we don't need resistance, because the passive of the Androck is already going to give us 500 resistance. So resistance doesn't matter that much for this build specifically. It matters for the run, but you don't need to gather resistance as a stat, because the passive of the Androck is going to give us 10 resistance per each buff. So it's going to be a lot of resistance. These are the stats that we're going to use on Titus. Cat's Gaze, it's really amazing on him as a relic. Is a must-have if you can. If you have a 6-star, 4-star higher blessing, 4 and 5-star, you can use Heaven Cast to boost your damage. If you have a 6-star, you can use Crushing Hand because this is insanely good. Insanely good. And this is the masteries that we are using on him. The mage dealing masteries and the support defense 3 here. Just to the extra defense. These are masteries that we are using on him. And let me show you the preset. It's a full auto run. So the preset we're going to use is Androck as leader because of the extra defense aura here. We are going to have Androck with this setup on the start, and we're going to have the same setup for the Ram, and for the Lion and the Viper we're going to use that setup. Pretty easy. On Senna is always the same setup. Here I can put the other way around, but he's not going to die on the first phone. On all forms, Senna uses the same setup. Priority on the A1, secondary on the A2. Wixwell. Wixwell is going to start with the A3, then block it, and always uses the A2. Why? Because we don't want him to, we just want him to put the shield and the increase defense, so we can grow the shield. And we want him to spam the A2 to extend the duration of the buffs we're gonna have and the size of the shield. But we don't want him to use a lot of A3s because we want the sets to refresh the skill of the A2, not to refresh the skill of the A3. So we're going to lock the A3, and this is the setup for all the forms of the Chimera, okay? The same setup for all the 4 forms. Ramantu, also the same setup for the ultimate Lion and Viper. Priority on the A2, then priority on the A2, then A3. And on the run, we don't use nothing because we don't want to do more damage or anything else. We just lock it there, okay? And on Titus, we are going to always use A1. Oh, sorry. On Titus, we are going to always use A2 on the ultimate, on the Liar, and on the Viper. But on the run, we're going to lock everything. Because if he uses the A2 on the run, he's going to kill himself because of the reflect. So we don't want him to do that on the run. We're just going to lock all the skills. He's going to just use A1 and keep the shield. The run, we do absolutely nothing. We just wait her to go away. So only A1 on the ultimate, only A1 on the Lion, only A1 on the Viper. Okay? Then on the run, you take away the day 2. This is how we're going to do it. Again. Another important thing, we don't want Senna to have the lowest amount of critical damage, to not have her as focus of the duel of the Ram. So we want someone to have lowest critical damage than her. On this comp I used the Ramantu. You can use Wixwell, Androck, or Ramantu. Never Titus for sure, and never her, because she's the reviver. And that's it. We're just going to go full auto here. Let me remove myself and let's see the run. Okay, as you saw, in the middle of the run, we had 3% and the ultimate form of the lion stole our shields. So this is the damage of only half of the key. As you can see, it can easily do the maximum amount of damage, that is 2.14 billion. It's capped on this amount of damage. It's a pretty high damage dealing comp. You're going to do insane amount of Chimera clash points, but again, you're going to lose the crafting materials while you do that. So I discourage most of the players to do this kind of key because usually the mythical crafting materials are more important than Chimera clash points. So in case if you're struggling or you want to do that for your clan to help your clan to do points and you're gonna give up your own crafting materials, okay, it's your choice. If you're struggling a red with trials and damage, this can be an option. It can give you insane amount of points. Out of this team, the only replaceable champion keeping the same amount of damage and the same rotation is Ramantu. You can put any decreased defense and weaken champion here, and it's going to perform good. But Titus, Wixwell, Senna, and Androck are unreplaceable with this amount of damage. There are more budget versions you can replace almost everyone but Wixwell and Titus, and you're gonna have a lot less damage in budget versions. But with this kind of damage, only Ramantu is easily replaced, okay? As always, have a wonderful time. Hope you enjoy this kind of content. I enjoy showing. It's not the team that I tell most of players to do, but in case you want, this is how you do it. And as always, have a wonderful time. Don't forget to... And remember,
It's all about arena.